the aisleway saying, like, I just fucking dare you to eat this, you disgusting piece of shit. Let
They're
me
not that
start
bad.
recording my side of things. This is Josh recording for What We Do in the Shadows, Season 2, Episode 7, The Return.
Hello,
So I can't
Josh.
believe I can't believe that my email has just not been sending like unknown amounts of times.
I'm sorry, that
Fuck my life.
sucks. We're streaming.
Okay. Hey, if you never received an email from me, it's probably because I sent it but my fucking thing didn't send. Sorry everyone in the world.
Yeah, you idiots that don't get emails.
I have technical problems that are beyond my understanding.
Yeah, you'd have to be like a scientist to figure that out.
A computer nerd. What kind of nerds use computers, am I right?
Big ones. Am I right?
Input, output,
What?
basic,
Uh,
RAM.
okay, virgins.
Gross.
Disgusting.
Do you remember the movie Real Genius? Val
Yeah.
Kilmer.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I was just confusing that last night with Weird Science and uh the of Science, Misfits of Science.
Right. Well, Real Genius was one of the rare, like, scientists are cool or can be
Hmm.
cool movies. Like, yes, we have, like, outsider weirdos, but also we have,
It was
like,
like the mash of college science stuff.
right. Totally. And a valuable lesson that, like, basically if you go to MIT or Caltech or, like, any of those top places,
Uh-huh.
you're only really making stuff for defense contractors, and
You're just
that
gonna murder
is it.
people.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you're making weapons of mass destruction.
You have no choice in it because you're a nerd.
That's it. That's it, and that's that. Or the other option, of course, is like you're a computer scientist, maybe you're a lawyer or an economist, and you tank the world economy by inventing your own money. And you also happen to have lots of this new invented money. And
Hmm.
so, hey, everybody, do you believe that this thing is real? Like, we all agreed that gold is worth something.
And now this is like more.
Yeah,
It's called Bitcoin. Would you like some?
it's called Bitcoin. There's probably a real thing called Bitcoin.
Oh, there's got to be.
There's a room, speaking of relative economies, there's a room at the Met in New York, the Metropolitan Museum of
Yeah.
the Metropolitan. Uh-huh. So anyway, they have a room with like stuff from like different countries and different time periods in Europe around like throughout the Middle Ages.
Hmm.
And they have their relative value calculated in like hay bales and cows because those were like pretty stable
Yeah.
throughout the entire region. And it's
Wow.
fascinating because it's like, you know, whenever someone says like this was worth X amount at its time, which is worth blah 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 now, like all of those numbers are like guesswork.
Right.
But when you break it down to like this is worth 1/4 of a cow, that's a real thing.
That's like some real nerd shit, dude.
All right, let's clap it in.
All right.
Wow!
Ow, ow.
What's up, you guys? It's On Fire Tonight with Josh and Tressa. I'm Josh.
I'm Tressa.
And we are going to talk about What We Do in the Shadows, Season 2, Episode 7, The Return. If you haven't seen it, watch it, because now we're going to spoil it.
You're back.
Welcome, friends.
So good
Super
to see you
fans,
again.
letterheads, longtime listeners.
Pair boobs.
We're the pair of boobs.
I know, but I like to include the people.
You want them to be also boobs?
I want everyone to be a pair of boobs.
So wait, if we're a pair of boobs
Hmm.
and our fans are some kind of are somehow related to us being boobs, what are they? Boob fans.
They're the motorboaters.
Welcome, motorboaters. It is always a pleasure to have you.
So glad you're here. We start off, Laszlo and Nadia are walking out of the talkies.
Yeah, they never should have added sound. It's so distracting. I would just rather read a movie.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell what was going on at all. And
Yeah,
then all
because
of a
she was
sudden-
covering her ears the whole time.
So
Movies are loud.
speaking of loud, there's a noise.
Where's it coming from?
It's coming from the sewer, and it's a whispered Laszlo. Over here. And they're like, oh, we have super awesome vampire hearing, and we can hear that. You probably can't hear that, but we can.
Hey, I could hear it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could hear it, Josh, but I could hear
We could all hear it.
it.
So, come into the sewer. No, come, please.
Gross.
And then cut
Why?
to they're in the sewer. We're in
We're
the
in the
sewer. I
sewer.
don't know why. We were invited.
Yeah.
So they're wandering through a shit pipe, and they find their way to a chamber. And
Yes,
who's
who's there?
inside the chamber? It's not Pennywise, as you might have expected.
No, it is not. It is Simon the Devious.
Simon the Devious has returned.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Simon the fucking Devious.
He's been living in the sewer since his club exploded.
Yeah, well, so we cut to credits, then we cut back from credits. We
No,
see Colin
now we're-
Robinson. What?
Mhm. Yeah, no, yeah.
Colin Robinson is draining people over the internet. He's a troll mansplainer.
Mhm.
And he's got a ton of accounts, sometimes arguing with each other in order to like encourage
You'll,
other
yeah.
people to get mad about things. It's not as pure as like draining people in person, but if you get enough of it, like it'll do.
it adds up. Let's take a look at some of the things he said online. Shanghai. It sucked. Where was the Chinatown? Jason Mraz is just too weird for me. Jesus actually hates horses. Childhood obesity. LMFO. Women are getting too tall. And then someone commented on something he said, and they were like, that's racist. And he's like, you are correct. It is.
So, yeah, Colin Robinson is just the worst, shittiest person on the internet. And he's like all of them at once.
Yep, he is all of Reddit. Now we go back to the sewer, and he's Simon the Devious is introducing his, what's the word?
It's what's left of his crew.
Yeah.
Most of his crew abandoned him, but he's still got Count Rapula,
Mm-hmm.
who he pretty sure pre-writes his raps and then pretends to make them up.
Yeah.
And Carol is still with them.
He's a vision.
Yeah, Carol is like a hissing, slithering, insectoid creature.
Yeah, she's like part porcupine, part jellyfish.
She's very disturbing.
Yes.
She's great. So yeah, after the club exploded, Simon had the hottest nightclub back in New York City. But it exploded, and everybody just kind of ditched him after that.
Yeah.
We see that he was rushed to the hospital, and while at the hospital, Laszlo recovered his hat that was made from a witch's anus. It's a cursed hat. And he and Simon have fought over it.
For millennia, I don't know. For hundreds of years. Dozens, maybe. I don't.
Anyway, so like that was like a very quick flashback. We're back in the sewer, in this grand chamber in the sewer, where
he's behind this beautiful piano.
It seemed like he'd been playing the piano. He stands up and he explains he doesn't know how to play. He just uses a Zune.
I love that the Zune is the punchline of technology. Thank you, Zune.
Do they still exist?
No.
Why don't they exist?
Because iPods came out and everyone was like, fuck you, Zune.
Right, but I think, well, I guess because it's not in a phone.
Well, I mean, like neither was an
people
iPod.
Just have their phones now. There might be Zune technology in or even Apple products. Like it was a little different. It didn't have moving parts, I think. We have a friend in common who explained why he favored the Zune many years ago. I don't know if he's stuck with that or not. I kind of think probably not.
Oh, that makes me laugh.
It's someone who DJ'd your wedding.
Oh, that's delightful.
Right. So how did he get the crew back together? Like,
well,
he encountered Carol in the sewer.
Yes, he had been wandering the sewer since he was released, and he just came upon her. She's been great, though.
Right.
And then he psychically connected with Rapula.
But also he emailed him.
Yeah. But also psychically. It's such a shame that Nadia and Laszlo have to see him like that.
Oh, in the sewer?
The Staten Island.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
listen,
they're like, okay, you're disgusting, but we gotta go, and it would be great if you came by. Love you, bye.
See ya.
They get back to the house, and
why
Simon
would you invite him to our
there.
house?
Right? Way to go, dummies.
Yeah. It's just a straight shot from the sewer, so he's there super fast.
Yeah, it's like the easiest way to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Carol, don't eat Guillermo. And then Nandor has to point out, after a little while, you have to kind of wonder, why hasn't anyone eaten Guillermo? He's kind of like the last donut in the display cabinet, which is like an unusual thing for Nandor to liken him to.
The last donut?
Because they don't eat human food. So the idea of the last donut, it's just as gross to him as the very first donut.
Yes. Okay, that brings up another question I was thinking about. Kind of, but not really. So Nadia wears different makeup every show. Like her eye makeup is impeccable and
would you say
fun.
It's on fleek?
Absolutely.
Do people still say on
no.
fleek?
Did people ever say that? I don't know. I'm too old. But who is doing her makeup? Does Laszlo do it for her? Because she can't see in a mirror to do it. That's like some fine lines and shit. What's going on with the makeup?
Maybe she has magical application of makeup. You know, we've seen she can like hurl doors open. She can like scurry up a wall. She's very good at climbing.
Those don't seem related to fine lines. And
I'm just saying she can transform into a pile of rats in the shape of herself. Maybe among her other unknown talents.
Maybe it's all magic, smoke and mirrors. She doesn't have any makeup on, but we think she does.
Maybe.
All right. Anyway, they're like, you know what? It's fine, Simon. We've got a ton of spare coffins downstairs. Let's go downstairs and see what we got.
And then they find Elvis has a room. There's like a recording studio in the basement, which raises, and that's why I'm dressed as I am today, to celebrate the Elvis in this episode, which I love.
Yeah.
But the introduction of Elvis and the fact that Laszlo created Vampire Elvis is
in the
wonderful.
1970s. Mm-hmm.
But you know who we lost?
Who?
Mr. 50s.
Oh yeah.
An old member of Simon's crew was just named Mr. 50s. And
Wasn't he in another episode
yes,
after that?
he goes to the vampire orgy.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's too busy with orgies to hang out with Simon.
maybe. Well, here's the thing. It's like you can't have Elvis and Mr. 50s. Mr. 50s would
Right.
just spend all of his time being like, "Oh my god, it's Elvis." And then that
Yeah.
would be like they would go have side adventures, I guess.
Yeah, and the 70s Elvis clashes with 50s Elvis. It would be tacky.
Interesting. Interesting.
So they're like, oh, we're so sorry we interrupted you. Sorry, Elvis. We'll see you later.
And then we cut to Laszlo and
Wait,
Nadia.
you're not even going to sing Elvis's song that he was recording?
Oh, what was it?
Drinking that big old blood, baby.
How did I like not
I
catch
don't.
that?
He was recording. How did you not pay attention to that?
What a failure on my part. Jesus Christ. That's a good one. Fuck. Can you sing it again, please?
Yeah, he says. He sings. Drinking that big old blood, baby. Did I sound exactly like him?
I love that you struck an action pose. Like you're getting into Elvis character, you're ready to like belt it out, and then you 100% said it exactly the way you would always say it when you're speaking.
Yeah, that's how Elvis sings. I talk like Elvis sings.
You used to sing for at least one band.
So then,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
um, yeah, we get to Nadia and Laszlo, and Nadia's like, oh, I just feel really bad for him. He's really like kind of pathetic. And Laszlo's like, I don't fuck him. He deserves it. He sucks.
And he's like, that guy tried to steal my hat and we don't know where it is. Wink, wink, wink. It's
It's
upstairs in
gone.
my room.
Yeah.
We see Colin Robinson is battling with another online troll, and he realizes that this guy's getting to him because he's getting irritated himself in real life.
Yes, a human nerd is telling people to ignore him. He's like, you probably live in your mother's basement. And Colin's like, actually, I live in my own basement.
If my dick is the size of a pencil, then why am I writing with a keyboard? Fired.
I don't own a penis. I mean, not on my body. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. It's just funny.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's definitely like it doesn't argue the original point or prove a new point.
It's just nonsense.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So then Laszlo's like, look, he's running, he's hiding something. And there's a shot of Simon like fake running down the hall and like fake trying not to get caught.
Right, like very stagey. And he's
Uh-huh.
hiding something behind his back. It's an object under a cloth. And he's like, I knew it, you motherfucker. You were here to steal my hat all along.
What's that behind your back?
And he marches him into the front room, and everybody gathers.
What's going on?
Uncover that.
Wait, he's a thief? Just cut off his hands. Don't embarrass him.
Totally. Nandor has some very old world ideas about thievery and not shaming a person.
Right. Don't be indelicate.
So they unveil. It wasn't the hat, but it was in the exact shape of the hat under the cloth. What it actually was a bat made from sewer trash as a thank you gift for letting him and his crew stay with them when no one else would. Everyone abandoned me.
Okay, but sewer trash.
Right. Well, that's what he has.
Yeah.
It's just trash from the sewer
Yeah,
that
it's
he made
trash.
a bat model out of.
trash doesn't go in the sewer. So gross.
Yep, super duper gross.
But he gets
Anyway,
to
good
keep his
news
hands.
is he doesn't have to lose his hands.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Guillermo's cleaning up because everyone's asleep. He finally gets some alone time.
And Carol scares the shit out of him.
Yeah.
I know what you are. You're a slayer.
No, that's crazy.
I smell the death on you.
That's just my body spray, my Axe body spray. It's fine.
He wears Axe body spray. So she hurls him down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And Carol slithers down.
Colin hears it and he's like, oh, I should go check on that.
It sounded like Guillermo falling down the stairs, but he's too distracted.
He's got computer stuff to do.
Yeah, like there are real problems in the real house, but he's like, fuck, I gotta fight this fight online.
Yeah, so she goes to attack him.
Guillermo's foot gets caught in the banister, and he's monkeying with a broom that got in his way, and Carol breaks the broom in half and lunges at him.
Rookie mistake.
Because she left him holding 2 stakes.
Rookie
and he
steak?
uses them. Rookie miss steak.
Steak? Oh! Yeah, he accidentally slayed her.
He axe body sprays accidentally.
Oh, that's good, Josh.
He just naturally reacts and double stakes her.
Yeah.
She instantly turns to dust in the shape of Carol with the smell of Carol.
Nandor comes out and he's like, I heard a woman scream. Were you having a nightmare?
Oh, what is that dust in the shape of a woman? Were you trying to make a girlfriend for yourself out of dust? That is very creative, but not a good idea.
It is very messy, but very cool.
So he realizes
It reminds me of Carol.
it smells look like her, and it is in the shape of her.
And somehow he figures it out.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
He understands that Guillermo has killed Carol, which is a terrible thing. This is very much frowned upon by the vampire community.
It's going to make Nandor look really bad.
Right. So please don't let anyone know that you're a vampire slayer because it will reflect on me.
Of course.
Meanwhile, Colin Robinson has traced his troll adversary to Medford, Massachusetts. Also, the guy emailed him his address and told him, like, come fight me.
Rookie mistake.
I like that a lot of things are in this episode are, and also there was email involved.
I love that.
So Colin hops into an Uber and drains the Uber driver and has to, like, from the passenger seat, take over and step on the gas.
Yeah, I'm just going to go a little faster. Simon is calling a house meeting.
Wow, that's like a bold move.
I know, he
like
doesn't
you're a
even live
guest
there.
and you're calling a house meeting?
Right? He wants to thank them for having him as a guest. Carol
It's sad
is
that
missing.
Carol's not here.
I know why Guillermo's relieved that she's not here, though.
Because, of course, she
really
really
did want
wanted to eat him.
That's
She just
right.
really did. But apparently, I didn't think it would happen, but she has abandoned me like so many others.
Not Carol.
Yeah.
And then he gets all Columbo and he's like, I just have one more question.
100%! 100%!
He like had one foot out the door and he turns around. Not really, but where's the fucking hat?
Which hat? This hat? And then Simon steals the hat off of Laszlo's head and zooms, but like bangs into the door. He's like, oh, fuck, I thought I left that open.
Laszlo shoots him with an arrow, but he catches it real quick, except he accidentally did it with his hand.
Right. A thing to remember is if you're wearing the cursed witch's anus hat, only bad luck will befall you.
Yeah.
So these two idiots keep stealing it from each other, and it keeps being their downfall instantly.
Yeah. Laszlo gets it back, and Simon's like,
He gets it back and immediately gets hit by 20 cars.
but right before that, Simon was like, I need that sweet embrace of the witch's sphincter against my. And then it gets cut off. And then, yeah, 8 cars. He got hit by 8 cars. 8 cars.
None of which stop, by the way. He bounces off them, and Nadia's like, you stupid plonker.
They probably all looked in their rear view, saw nobody, and kept going. Because it's a mirror, Josh.
Oh, you're right. Good thinking. Good catch. So
Yeah,
the hat falls
usually
off.
when you hit on usually when you hit someone with a car, you only look through the mirrors to see if anyone's back there. You don't look back physically or anything. You only look through the mirrors.
You also don't slow down.
No.
Or
Why would
do
you?
any kind of investigation. If you don't see anything in the street, just keep on going.
Yep. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
So, yeah, the hat falls off in the course of getting hit by all those cars, and Simon grabs it and turns into a bat, and then they're both bats. And then we cut to Colin Robinson, who I guess has made it all the way to Medford, Massachusetts.
It's night. I see it.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it takes.
Yeah. Well, it's probably about from Staten Island. Normal traffic. Let's call it about 5 to 7 hours.
Woof. Okay.
Anyway,
He gets the end of the cut.
his internet adversary is a real troll.
Yeah, with
Just
a
like-
huge dong.
A huge pixelated penis.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to point out it's very funny to have pixelated or a black box over someone's mouth when they swear.
Yes.
Like,
Very
it makes
funny.
the swearing or the thing, like the body part or whatever,
Uh-huh.
funnier and dirtier,
100%.
right? Like when someone's yelling like a string of swear words, but instead you hear bleep 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 bleep. It's so funny.
I agree.
And if you up the ante by covering their mouth, I swear to God, I'm on the floor laughing.
And the fact that the troll is basically special effects and they pixelated it,
Uh-huh.
come on.
Totally.
Shut the fuck up.
Totally. Yeah,
Perfect.
this is just computer graphics.
Yeah. It's not a real dong.
So Nadia and the others are like searching for Laszlo and Simon in the sewer.
She's echolocating in the sewer.
Yeah, it's like they can't tell which bat is Laszlo or not.
Yeah.
We cut back to the altercation with the troll. The troll does not like the term troll. It's insulting to real trolls.
It's offensive when
And
you
so
use
then
it.
they have a very pedantic argument. Listen, if you're actively trolling, I don't like that term. But look, separate from you being a troll, if you are trolling, like this is like what a real racist says when they're trying to defend
Yes.
their use of
It was in the
racist
song.
terms.
I was just repeating it. Let me get out Webster's. I will read you the definition. It's not offensive.
Anyway, Laszlo transforms. He catches Bat Simon and throws him, and then he gets the hat, and then Simon does the same thing to Laszlo, but like against an electric box, and he gets electrocuted.
Yeah.
Back and forth, constantly trading the hat, and then they transform into human. Oh shit. The whole crew is back.
What? I'll tell
Simon
you.
the Devious was never abandoned by his crew. Except for
That-
Mr. 50s.
Lying piece of asshole.
Right? There are even new members of the crew.
Yeah.
Neil, Patrick, and Harris. Who are all children.
Yeah.
Like each a little bit smaller or bigger.
There's Gunthropel. Wesley Sykes, of course.
Yeah, he's back.
Yeah.
He's my
What?
there's my ex-accountant Kent in zombie form.
Now zombie. Impusa, the Freak Sisters. And worst of all, Elvis.
Elvis has turned on Laszlo. Laszlo, who made him.
How could he even?
So then, back behind the internet cafe, Colin Robinson is just boring the troll with history about the Brooklyn Bridge.
Oh, you mean Bridge Story?
Once again, it's like I can't believe how much I see myself in both the character of Laszlo and the character of Colin Robinson,
Oh, yeah.
for better and for worse.
Yeah, you're multi-dimensional, Josh.
I'm a man of parts.
Two of them.
So then we get back to the sewer.
Hmm.
And Simon has a monologue. He's not satisfied. Even with his crew, he
He wants what Laszlo has.
yeah, to settle. What you and Nadia have to settle.
It's enough.
Like, it's not good, it's enough.
It's enough.
It'll do.
And then he realizes his
That when he
foot.
transformed into a human form, his foot fused with the metal grate he was standing on.
I don't understand the science behind that, and that sucks for him.
Well, it's like, if you can phase through a solid object, but then you become solid.
Oh, like the Philadelphia experiment.
I haven't spent enough time in Philadelphia to fully understand the ramifications. I know that the Liberty Bell
Mm-hmm.
is there, and Philadelphia cheesesteaks, also cream cheese.
Yeah, cream cheese.
It's actually a really delightful place. Have you been to Philadelphia?
I don't think I have.
I kind of love it.
Why don't you marry it?
That's the sound of me making out with Philadelphia.
So Simon's stuck in this grate, and
But even worse than that, like the grate falls and now he's just sinking.
yeah, and the crew are kind of upset. Like,
They're insulted.
how could they not be? He's basically saying they're not enough.
Yeah. We're not cool? Fuck you, man.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So they're taken off.
I wonder what happened to Carol.
Nandor assures Simon, Guillermo definitely didn't kill Carol.
Why would you phrase it like that?
And Guillermo wonders, so is he going to drown? Why are you so curious about how vampires die?
mm, mm.
Colin Robinson kept the troll talking until the sun came up.
And you know what happens when trolls get sunlight on them?
Apparently they turned to stone.
And you know what else what happens when trolls turn to stone? Their dongs get unpixelated.
Wait, did it get unpixelated? I thought it stayed pixelated.
No. They did a shot where it let the pixels melt away.
So Colin Robinson turns to leave, and there's just a little bit of life left in the troll as he's turning to stone, and he grabs Colin and then completely solidifies.
Yeah.
So I guess he's stuck there until night, and then the troll will turn back into a troll?
Oh, they turn back into trolls.
I don't
at
know.
night?
I'm
I
not
don't
really sure
either.
about troll science.
Me neither. I don't know anything about trolls.
Can you sing the Elvis song one more time?
Oh, wait, let me pull up the lyrics. I don't want to misrepresent it at all. Let me see. Let's see. Here it is. Drink that big old blood, baby.
That's pretty awesome. Guys,
Thank
thanks so much
you.
for joining us.
You guys, it has been a blast. I'm so happy I could share my Elvis impersonation with everybody.
You're phenomenal. You're the
you.
king himself.
Thank you. Do you have any final thoughts, Josh?
No, this is a really fun episode.
I love Nick
I
Kroll.
love seeing everybody in it. I'm just really sad that we lose Mr. 50s.
I mean, we don't know that we've lost him. Just Nick Kroll. I mean, Simon has.
Right. Simon the Devious doesn't seem to be rolling with Mr. 50s anymore.
And
But there
maybe
is
he's
a
just
new guy
visiting
in the
his
crew.
mom.
He doesn't even know who that guy is. And we cut to a guy who's got like sort of a biker leather cap on, and he sort
Yeah.
of shrugs like, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah, it kind of looks like an elf. He's got weird pointy ears. Yeah. So, guess we'll see you next time, I guess. Hey, you know what? Let's clean
Yes,
this up.
What?
Let's clean this up. Let's make this an exciting ending, Josh.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah, yeah.
Let's do this.
You
Let's do
give us
this.
a high
Let's
energy
do
out.
this.
Give us a high energy out.
Okay,
Give us a high
okay.
energy
High
out.
energy out. Drinking that big old blood, baby. Yeah. Was that it?
Yeah, that yes, that was it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.